Hey everybody, this is Dr. Neis. I am back with a new video about Troy Davis. A buddy of mine asked me to talk about him, so here I am talking about him. He just recently got executed the other day on September 21st, 2011. So obviously this video is not about his freedom, it's just looking over the facts, or basically what happened. And my opinion on the matter. So let's start from page one. Alright. Troy Davis walking down the street, actually driving around Savannah, having a good time, goes to a pool party, and goes to some area around Burger King when some homeless guy is getting beat up, either by him or he's around the area where some homeless guy is getting beat up. He's basically getting pistol whipped. A police officer shows up, say, "Hey, don't do that." And when he said that, someone turned around and shot him. And he died. And Troy Davis went back to Atlanta. A whole bunch of people say he did it. And overall, he's charged with the murder of the police officer who was trying to help a homeless guy. Which I can understand. Some people want some justice over that. Now, here's when things start going down, Troy actually turned himself in Savannah when they raided his home in Atlanta. He wasn't there. And, he figured, well, let me go down to Savannah, turn myself in, and clear my name. That makes sense. If I'm innocent, I don't want my name cleared. So, here we go. He goes down, and they have court. They're like, alright, cool. Troy, what we got here? Well, for one thing, where's the murder weapon? I don't have it. It's not mine. I don't have a gun. Or somewhere around those lines. Somehow, the murder weapon, to this day, after he's executed, years later, they have never found the murder weapon, which was a .38 caliber pistol. Okay, that's shady, but whatever. What about ballistics? There's some shell casings and some other stuff that we know came from a .38. That's how we know what gun it is. Okay, so did it kill the guy? Well, yeah, ballistics is no help right there. None. Moving on. So, did anybody see him do it? Yeah, we had 32 people say he did it. Or confessed. Or said that Troy confessed to them that he did it. So, okay, we got 32 people. That's a lot of people saying he did it. I can understand if you got like 30 people, like a whole mob saying he did it. Okay. Maybe one of them's telling the truth. Hopefully. And on the defense side, he had about 8 people say he didn't do it. So it was more of this guy had more people saying that he did it than he didn't do it. Was what I gathered from all the information I got. So I'm like, okay, so let's appeal it. And he tried. He appealed. He got several appeal hearings, but they never gave him a trial. They said it's all smoke and mirrors, it's not, you don't have hard evidence. It's like, well, dude, they sentenced me to death. If I got something, it's worth a new trial. I got over 1,000, he had a whole bunch of people back then saying, hey, let's give this guy a new trial. There's some new evidence. Let's check it out. And nobody wanted to give him a new trial. They gave him a whole bunch of appeal hearings, but no trial. The Supreme Court denied him several times, multiple times. And everyone's like, well, this ain't cool. Because now, as the years go by, those 32 people that say he did it dwindled down to 5. That's right. Only 5 people say he didn't do it. Okay. Well, if it's more about, whoever said he did it or didn't do it, then now he's got a lot more people saying he didn't do it, but we're not sure if they were there or not. Well, a lot of those prosecution witnesses weren't there either. You got this whole area of people that saw this thing go down, but you can't tell what's going on. And there's no hard evidence. That's what I don't like. Where's the hard evidence? Because if I just happen to walk across the street and little Missy right there saw me walk across the street, and then around that same time somebody dies, and they say I did it, you can best and believe I won't be here. Why? Well, this is my lesson to every one of y'all. If someone says you killed someone and you know you're innocent, do not turn yourself in. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Because if that's all it takes for someone to get killed, because someone else said they did it, no, you do not want to get charged with murder because someone else said you did it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm for capital punishment, as long as there's hard evidence. If, let's say you got my gun, you got my bullets, you got my DNA, you got a t-shirt saying I did it, by all means, charge me with murder and execute me. But if he ain't got none of that, and you just got little Missy right down the street saying I did it, that, my dear sir, is automatic doubt. Now, if she had a video camera, that's totally different. Because she said she saw it. Got a camera. It works. Okay. So, what else we got? What else? I mean, honestly, this is not about setting Troy free. Because, well, he's already executed. This is just letting everyone else know that at the moment, the system design is nice. It's good. You get your appeals and you have, possibly a new trial. What the issue is the people, the judges, the judicial system. And because you got people working it, it's flawed. Now, do I want robots working it? No, but we could do a little bit better about making sure that the evidence is solid. The whole thing that the state has to bring in irrefutable doubt. No, there has to be no doubt. There has to be none. It has to be 100% he did it. Because if there's 1% that you didn't do it, you can't be 99% think he did it. You got to be 100% that he did it in order to in order to convict someone with murder or any other crime. Because once there's a 1% doubt that you didn't do it, you did not do it. That's right. You only need that 1% because that's all you need. Because there's a lot of crimes where they catch him red-handed. Yes, he did it. Send him to jail. And that's all she wrote. But if all you got is a whole bunch of hearsay, she say, and nobody really knows what the heck they're talking about, that ain't going to work. So, I guess the reason why we're making this video is because right now there is doubt. There is some doubt. I actually have doubt now that an innocent man was killed because of a crime he didn't commit. Troy Davis, up to the point he was executed, claimed his innocence in front of the victim's family. At that point, it's kind of, you're basically going to go through it. I mean, some people would say that, go ahead and leave here with a clear conscience. But no, he claimed his innocence all the way up till he's executed. And now there's a bunch of doubt that an innocent man was killed because of a crime he didn't commit. Was justice done? Maybe. I don't have enough resource. I didn't dwell deep enough to say whether or not he did or didn't do it. It'll basically take me a month or two just to get all the information right. But I would have felt better if he had a second trial. For real. I mean, instead of just appeal hearings. You know, if he had a second trial, then it would have made sense. But he didn't. And right now, I think there's a lot less faith in the judicial system right now because they didn't squash that doubt. There's too much listen to what I say in the judicial system. Just because, you know, you're elected a judge and you're called a judge doesn't mean you're always right. You know? I mean, that's why they got, you know, multiple judges. And that's why they have appeals. Because sometimes the judge is right, sometimes the jury just sometimes the jury just wants to get out of there and don't want to be there. Sometimes the jury, you know, it's just really, it actually puts some doubt in my mind about whether or not he was guilty. And I really wish that they would have continued it and actually made sure it was 100% anything. So, my lesson to everybody out there is, if you don't trust the system, then seriously, don't trust it. For real, don't. If you get charged with something and you know you're innocent, I say don't turn yourself in. Because it's very easy just to get a lawyer, say, go represent me and clear my name. I am going to be this way. Because now that there is doubt that you won't get everything that you're legally supposed to get, all your rights, if you don't get all your rights, and it's just a show, then you have all the reason to not turn yourself in, to not trust the well, you're not supposed to trust the government, but to trust the judicial system. Because sometimes justice handles things out its own way. And at the moment, after doing this little report, I do have a little bit less faith in the judicial system. So I pray that they fix things and they sort everything out. And because there is doubt that an innocent man got killed, the judicial system lost more of its power on September 21st, which people are still protesting it about. This is Dr. Neis. Stay out of trouble. Don't get arrested.